Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Wally Gator, IBEW Local 136, Birmingham, Alabama, working down here in Local 177, Jacksonville, Florida. I'm down here and I got this channel up for you travelers or wannabe travelers or just curious to see how I do this traveling and tramping, as they say. I'm a union electrician, been in the trade 30 years. Union for 24 now, and started traveling about 3 years ago. So about a year ago I started videoing some of my adventures here, I guess you would say, and places I've been going and working, and letting you guys see what it's like for some of you that want to do this. I'm down here at the St. Johns River in Jacksonville, Florida. That's what you're looking at right there, St. Johns River. This is near downtown Jacksonville. So I'm down here on the river walk, kind of walking and talking. I'm gonna ramble a little bit, fill you guys in on some of this stuff I've been doing. This is day 123 here working on this job, and it made me say, you know, what has made me stay this long? Because this is actually the longest traveling job I've been on in 3 years. I've stayed at one 3 months because of the deer hunting up there. I got to work during deer season and hunt on the weekends and off days and holidays and evenings some. And I worked in Indiana, and of course, you know, up in that way, that's where big white-tailed deer are, and that's what I like to do. Of course, right now I'm down here because of the beach, and Jacksonville has got this river here, the St. Johns River. So anyway, it made me think while I'm down here on day 123, what made me stay. So I guess the first thing would be the money, because this time last year I was working in Florida, and it made me realize that you go where the money is, or at least in Florida you go where the overtime is. And right now, this job's working, we're working 7/10, so yeah, I jumped all over this and came to do it. And so far, this has been a jam-up good job. Of course, a lot of people, you know, sometimes I guess you look at the money. If you work in Florida, you need to work where there's overtime, and there was overtime here, and the scale was a little bit higher than some of the other places I'd been in Florida and other places. So I went and got this job, and I'm still here. In fact, I haven't even been home since then, since I started this day 123 days ago. Second thing, so the first thing is the money. Money's got to have overtime. Money's got to be a higher scale than what I've been working in that area, at least. Of course, you go where the areas, you know, of the country that you like, things to do or whatever interests you. That's what I'm doing here with the beach down here. So, second thing would be your foreman. You got a good foreman, because a good foreman will make you or break you. If you dread going to work because you got a bad foreman, probably not gonna make it every day, or is not give him you know, 10 for 10. But right now I got a jam up good foreman. In fact, he may be the best foreman I've had. I know he's the best foreman I've had while traveling, and yeah, I'm gonna hate to see him go, or if I leave, you know, because he's been a jam up good dude. And a lot of that is, you know, taking care of the men, getting them what they need, and not letting any pressure on you from your superiors. If you're a foreman, not letting any of that pressure trickle down to the men. You keep taking care of the men, and that's what this guy's been doing. So hats off to him for being a good foreman. And I guess the next thing would be the conditions. How are the conditions in the area? or on the job. And this one, they've got the air on in certain places, so it's, you know, most of the time you're not sweating too much. If you are sweating, and in my case, I'm not sweating at all, because I'm near some fans or some air conditioned areas. But we got to have the right conditions, and that'll keep you staying at a job. So be the money, the foreman, the conditions. And if you can get all three of those, it's hard to beat when you're out here traveling. Makes a jam up good job. That's what I like to tell folks. Hard to leave a good job. When you're on a good job, it's hard to leave, because you know you got the unknown out there. Yeah, I know some places I could go right now and make a little bit more money, or even some of them a lot more money, but you're fixing to step into the unknown. How are the conditions? How are the foremen? You know, am I going to go up there and only work a few weeks and then, you know, drag up? Or if you're going to do that, you might as well stay put, I say. If this is, you know, I'd give this a 9 out of 10 as far as jobs go. For me, I'm not speaking for anybody else. That's for me. 9 out of 10. Yeah, you don't know the conditions. You know the pay, but you don't know the conditions or the foreman. But yeah, I guess you could, if you do this enough, you can start finding out. You'll start learning what kind of conditions are. I know if I go up to a powerhouse, what most of those are going to look like. Or if I go up to Indiana and go work at a chemical plant, I can pretty much guess what that's going to be like. But yeah, reflecting here on day 123 on what is a jam up good job. And I've told that to the apprentice and stuff, because they're curious, and they're wanting to learn about this, because they all say, what do they all say? Ooh, I'd like to do that. And then when they get to be their 5th year, you know, they don't know if they want to do it or not. So, you know, it's a big step. That first step is the biggest step, and it's also can be the best step. So for me, I'm glad I've been doing it, and been finding some good jobs and some not so good jobs, but that's part of tramping, you know. So with all that said, I'd like for you guys, since I'm doing this channel just for fun, just to let some of the newer guys know where they can learn some of this stuff, leave a comment, your local union number, and the city it's located in. Maybe even leave some other comments on what makes a good jam up good job for you. What other things have I forgotten or not thought about that you'd like to add in here in the comments? Leave me a thumbs up. Makes me know you guys are out there watching this video, because if you watch the video and you don't leave a thumbs up, makes me wonder why I'm even doing this. So give me a thumbs up, leave a comment with your local union number, and we'll see you on the next one. That's all I got for today. Y'all have a good, safe one. And that's all I got for now. Goodbye.